What's going on, fellas, and welcome back to the Director of Football, Journeyman. Today we play Sabertolo and Chikora, Sakuhire. Exactly. Yep. Perfect. They're currently in woeful form, having been defeated by Tbilisi, Rustavi, Lokomotiv Tbilisi, then drew with Dilagori and defeated by Torpedo. It's not looking good for them currently. Torpedo 14 points ahead now with 10 games left for them. I think you could say that Torpedo are after winning it. We're currently sitting in 4th, 2 points behind Dilagori, 1 point ahead of Dinamo Batumi. So it's still only 6 points ahead of Rustavi. It's all fairly close. How have we been getting on since we were here last? Well, good question. Since we were here, we beat Dinamo Tbilisi 3-0. Beautiful. Then we had a very, very boring game against Goria, 1-1. No. Then we drew with Torpedo. They got fairly lucky with that goal right before halftime. Second half, then nothing happened, and then we just played a very, 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 very long game against Gura in the cup. Not ideal because this game's only 3 days later, so a lot of our players are still tired. We have rotated a little bit. When I say a little bit, I mean not a whole lot. Kishvadze starts this game. Gerich did play in the last game, but I'm just going to go back to the better of the two goalkeepers. Tavadze, Talkhadze, and Barriero are our centre backs. Saligo and Akuyava as our wing backs. Terra is going to play as the DM with Ergashev and Shengelia ahead of him. Kulishenko and Kornev up front because why not? Kulishenko has been in relatively poor form. He's struggled a little bit. We've had plenty of opportunities for him to score, just hasn't taken them. So it's not been ideal, but I believe in the players we're putting out there today. Sabertula, very poor run of form. 5 games without a win. I think we're on for a record in the league of a record undefeated run. That's nice. Shengelia and who's your midfield partner? Ergashev are definitely putting a stamp on this season to be the main 2 central midfielders. It's working. So Kovalenko is going to have to sit on the bench for a little while until something happens to one of them. Or Ergashev or Shengelia. If one of them picks up a knock or ends up going away on international duty, more so Ergashev because that's kind of his thing. Terra failed to get called up to the Kenyan team for some international games. They're saying that he wasn't good enough. You think he's been like a year or some, roughly 12 months since he was called up to the Kenya squad. Makes no difference to me. I'll keep him here. The only thing I would say is I would prefer if he was a bit more of an enforcer in midfield. He's as a ball-win midfielder, but he does control midfield to a degree, but sometimes he just very much goes missing, which is not ideal when you're trying to win games against much better teams. You kind of need someone in there to like stamp their authority on it. So that first half went by relatively quickly. 9 shots, none on target. I'm going to tell everyone to dig in. Nobody seems to care, so I'm just going to be like, here, we have a bit of faith in you. Yeah? Assertively, I have faith. You weren't that bad. Kulishenko again in this game not having a great one. Okuyava having a poor-ish game. I did decide to give Kandalaki a rest because he's played quite a lot of games. Saligo starts this one because Mali was terrible and Ergashev just smashes it into the top bin. Their average rating was actually better than ours. So Sabertulo, I suppose you could say this is very much an FMing, where their players were doing better than ours. They've had a clear-cut chance. We haven't. We've both had one shot on target. We've been, we've gone and scored it, which is the most, as I think it was Michael Owen said, it's very difficult to win games if you don't score more goals than your opponents. And I think that's something we can all live by. I'm going to actually swap you to be the complete forward. I'm going to make Burton the poacher. Okuyava's not having a good game, so bring on Soldat. I think we leave it at that for now. I do have an idea of what my final change is going to be. But that hasn't happened. That's not going to happen just yet. Kuleshenko tries to go back post, but there's nobody there. But Shengelia picks up the cleared ball. Back into Terra. Soldat. Big ball forward. Kuleshenko is onside. And it's gone for another corner. Kuleshenko goes over to take it. We've brought more than half the fans to this game. And Ergashev just not really good enough there, buddy. That wasn't great. Not gonna lie. They've gone 3 up top. I think we make our final. This isn't what I originally intended, which is why I'm not going to do it. Terra, you're coming off. Kovalenko's going on. That was my plan originally, was to take the right wing back off, but move Terra over to be the right wing back. But I think Saligo is playing E, and there's too many people that are quite tired, especially since that game 3 days ago really took it out of the majority of my players. It was not an easy game, to be fair. So we've managed to scrape a win, which is fine. I think it's one of the first times we've had a positive goal difference since I took over. It's been a long time. But that moves us into third. Other teams around us have a game in hand, but you can only win the games as they come. So it's 7 unbeaten. Next game is against Chikura Sakihire. Yep, Sakihire. Our record against them, actually, how have we gotten on? 2-0 and 1-0. Alright, so we've beaten them both times. I did not realise there's a 14-day gap here. So what I'll do is I'm going to set up a friendly in between the 2 games. But when you come back, you're going to see that game. Hopefully, we'll have smashed faces in the friendly. And we'll probably find out who we're getting in the semi-final. So don't go anywhere. Stay right where you are. Should be a good time. Alright, fellas, we're back now for the game against Chikura Sakihire. They're in woeful form, so we should be able to do the business against them. Roman Gerich, lower back stress fracture. So my backup goalkeeper is out. Luckily, Zoomers is back, so it's fine. Jerome Bingham Williams came in randomly, can't register him, so I've left him available to play for the second team. See if he can get some fitness. He's a left back, so came up on a random scout report along with a bunch of other English and Northern Irish people, I think. So obviously the scouts are over in the UK for some reason. Happy days, I guess. They're enjoying themselves. Interesting bit of news just popped up. In the process of a board takeover. Possibly. Would be nice if we could clear some of this horrendous debt. We have transfer budget. When did that? I don't normally look at this part of the screen because I have no control over transfers. I don't really care. We haven't picked our team. Fantastic. So Gerich is not fit. So we're going to play Kafajidze. You'll actually get to see how I pick my team. I think for today's game, we are going to start with Shikashvili. And who do I want in this? Namadze? No, I'll give Taklidze the opportunity to show us if he's as good as I think he is, or as good as I hope he is. Barriero is going to play on the left. We're going to give Saligo another go, if you will, as starting right back. Mali's just been in rather poor form recently. Terra gets to play as a ball-win midfielder. Ergashev went off and played for Tajikistan in the interim and had a rather good time. They won their game. It's fantastic. Well done. We did have that friendly. I forgot to actually show you. I'm not going to bother. We won 6-0. They were a lower league team. Pretty much what you would expect us to do. So happy days. We won our game. And who else do we want on the bench? Namadze? Yeah, we put Namadze on the bench. We're only going to have one striker today. To be fair, we don't change both strikers very often. Anyway, I do like to have options on the bench. But Mussolini. Didn't you play for He did. He was the WIT Georgia player who they released, I think. I had a little, not going to lie, a little look at him to see if he was any good when they played against us when we got promoted. And there's no point in telling to get have the fans cheer for us, because there's only really like 3 fans that show up to the game from us anyway. But yeah, I had a look at Mussolini just to see what his attributes were like, and he's fine. I wouldn't say he's amazing. Wasn't the worst player I'd seen during my time in Iceland or Georgia. So if that takeover does go through and they decide to keep me on, then I'd have to reconsider my stance on leaving at the end of the season. Because if we do get money thrown at us, I don't see any reason why we wouldn't hang around for a little while. You know, get involved in all the good stuff that's going on with extra money. Then again, they might come in and decide they want us gone. And that wouldn't be fantastic or ideal. We've been having a decent season this year. Decent, I say decent. We're third. We're expected to finish 8th or 9th. So, you know, 3rd place. Pretty good. Some might say. Kandelaki. For next season, he's actually going to have a player. Oh, Kulashenko, just so easy. Saligo has been instrumental in that goal. Kandelaki, since we put him in as the left wing back, hasn't really seen any issues. He's pretty much just kept his spot the entire time, which, you know, it's nice for him. It's not great for me because it means that he knows he can have a relatively poor game and still be almost guaranteed to play the next game. Because at left back we have Soldat, who's actually a right wing back, or Okoyava, who's not really that bad, but at the same time I wouldn't pin my hopes and dreams on him. But you know, we've not been terrible. Speaking of, Kandelaki's coming off for Soldat, because, you know, make me eat my own words. Breeton's going to come on for Korniev, but I'm going to make him a Pocher. And And I think we'll leave it at that for now. Yeah. That is what we're going to do for now. We have another 18 minutes. Sally go. Artem Sally go. This is the game where he just stands up and goes, yeah, boss. Not about it. Well, he'd say it in a Belarusian accent. And probably in Belarusian. Wouldn't imagine he'd be saying it in English. But he's like, yeah, boss, don't worry. They're right back. Oh, he also did sign a new contract. So that's probably why he's having a decent game. He, I think he got a pay increase to 200? Question mark? I'm pretty sure he's on 200 quid a week now. So, a goal and an assist to sign off on a fantastic week. We've managed to beat the worst team in the division, which is something that we don't normally do, which is fantastic. We've also drew Torpedo in the Cup semi-final, so I don't think we're going to make it into the final. But I switched off. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're going to make it into the final of the Cup, but the fact we've made it this far, defensive work was fantastic, buddy. Make it 8. Oh yeah. The fact we've made it to the semi-final is crazy enough as it is. There is a chance that if we win, we could play Rustavi, or if something was to go insane, Shakura Kobleti, Merani, Tbilisi in the final would be spicy. So, as you can see, currently third in the league. Lollujo do have a game in hand, but 3 points put them to 41. We're still going to sit in third, regardless of what happens the rest of the games. Torpedo, like I said, pretty sure they're going to win the league. Only been beaten twice this year, whereas ourselves and Locomotive Tbilisi have 7 defeats, as do Guerra Lanchuti, but they've drawn 12 games this year. What? Right. When are we going to come back? Because we're still in the fight for a European spot, I think we have to come back relatively soon. So I think we come back for Torpedo, Dinamo Batumi. Do we? Do I want to show you another Batumi game? Yeah. I want to see if we can make it into the final of the Cup, because, you know, we've not really done that much in the Cup during my tenure. And since 2002, never won it. Miri, you're gone. Gagra are in 7th in the league, the 2nd division. 2017, the worst team in the top division won the league, or the Cup. Lollujo won it, WT Georgia Tbilisi, SK Regional. What? They won the Cup 4 years after being founded. That's well fucking done, lads. Well done. Go you. So yeah, we are going to come back. I want to play this game on video, because if we get into the final of the Cup, I want people to believe that we got there playing the way we want to play. And then it's just going to be a case of, I probably don't want to play Rustavi, so I need to go for 2 games. Batumi, I don't really want to play Batumi. Do we just skip the Batumi game, play Dinamo Tbilisi? Maybe. Speaking of Tbilisi, Dinamo Tbilisi, they're having a very, very poor season. So, you know, we're not. We're having a great season. Kurashenko, best player in the league. Oh, it's just, our director of football has assembled quite the Georgian team, or quite the team in Georgia. Right. So yeah, we will be back for the Torpedo game. Maybe playing Dinamo Batumi. Maybe we skip to the Dinamo Tbilisi game. I don't know yet. I think the Batumi game, probably because they're closer to us in the league. We'll see what it looks like when we get there. It's only 3 league games away. Yeah. So if you have enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all of your friends. This season's going fantastic. I am so happy. I did not expect this to happen, basically. I'm surprised. I did think we were going to struggle this season, especially with the start we had, but it's all going relatively well. Thank you very much for watching, fellas, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.